Okay, so we've decided we're gonna go in this crazy world of independent film. Now what am I gonna shoot about? Okay, so when you're doing a movie, like I've said, one of the key things you gotta do is your concept has to be based on stuff that you have practical access to. And in my situation, my producer, Chris Hines, actually had a property where he has an incredible garage. Look at that thing. On the property that I knew he had. And once I knew he had that garage, I figured out I could write a story based on that garage if I could find a way to make a contained story. So based on that principle of knowing I had this resource, I decided to create a story based on that in the back of my mind. And there's a story that I knew that I saw several years ago involving some of the Paris terrorist attacks that happened, where people in restaurants and they were attacked in the restaurants, and actually saw some just horrifying security footage of it. And I just was always drawn to that story about the human condition of it. Now, based on that story, and then knowing that I had this resource, I figured out a way to tell a story that I think I could do all in one room, which is really important when you have a budget this tight. I knew that location changes always kill us on budget. And so I combine those factors to do it. And let's come in here and take a look at what the place looks like before we get started and talk about what we're going to do. Okay, so this is the garage. This is what inspired me to shoot my micro budget movie, knowing I had access to a place like this. Now you can see I've got really high ceilings, which are good for me, and a good amount of space with which to work on. So this is why locations and knowing your resources are so important to your concept. Once I knew I had this resource, it became a lot easier for me to write the story that I was going to write, because I could visualize this stuff roughly in my head. So if you're out there thinking about making a film, think about what resources you have access. You have access to a specific location, someone with a specific skill set, and then think about how you can use those skills to tell the story that you want to tell. I'm really excited on this. This is what it looks like here, bare bones. We haven't started set decking in any way, shape, or form. It's probably going to take us a month or two to do this. We're just going to do it ourselves. We don't have a budget to bring a big crew in. And yeah, I'll be really interested to see how this thing goes. And yeah, come on, we'll keep on looking.